A man in Luzira, Uganda, has found a unique way to recycle plastics by making a large vessel made entirely out of plastic waste and eco-friendly materials. James Kateeba hopes his creation, called Floating Island, will encourage recycling and end littering in Lake Victoria. Take a look.
Flowering plants rise as if magically from Lake Victoria onto a wooden boat, giving it a leafy ambience that enchants many visitors. The attraction becomes more compelling when tourists learn that the greenery emerges from an innovative recycling project. Thousands of dirt-encrusted plastic bottles have been creatively used to anchor the boat. Former tour guide James Kateeba started building the boat in 2017. He wanted to find a solution to dispose of tons of plastic waste ending up in the lake when it rains heavily. Next, he realized that the boat can also be an example of a sustainable business on the shores of Uganda's Lake Victoria. A floating restaurant and bar that could be unmoored to drift for pleasure.
The vessel is anchored using cords attached to the mainland. It's sitting on a minimum of 10 tons of plastic bottles. It could hold up to about 100 to 120 people in comfort.
Africa's Lake Victoria, the world's second largest freshwater lake, which spans 3 countries, is plagued by pollution including runoff waste, sand mining and a decline in water levels, in part due to climate change. Layers of plastic waste float near some beaches during the rainy season. A visible sign of pollution that's a worry for fishing communities heavily dependent on the lake.
Bottles get into Lake Victoria from runoff water, like when it rains. Most times actually it's runoff water that's not properly managed from the mainland. They end up in the lake, and at times people just throw them carelessly as they do. They go to their day-by-day work.
Kateeba's boat has become a huge attraction for people who visit the island from various parts of the country. His efforts for conservation is also paying off, as the roots from the fig trees and shrubs provide a breeding ground for fish.
He has big island actually, but I never heard anything like this in Africa. Special that you're using the bottles which are collected from the Lake of Victoria. Yes, which is a big plus, because you're not only cleaning the environment, but also you're providing something unique, very unique.
A similar project was launched in 2018 from the beaches of the Kenyan coast, involving building of a small boat known as the flip-floppy, entirely from plastic waste collected from sandy shores and towns. In 2021, the flip-floppy went on a voyage of Lake Victoria in order to raise awareness about the pollution plaguing the region's most critical freshwater ecosystem. Bureau Report, WION World is One.